Hi Capricorn, I hope you guys are doing great today. Welcome to your general messages for September 8th to the 15th. Let's get right into stuff. So my Capricorn friends, we have Mars retrograde, been talking about it in your fourth house. Fourth house has to do with home, physical home, metaphorical home, people in your home, moving into your home, people moving out of your home, purchasing a home, selling a home. Now, I want to talk about it a little even deeper than that because we do have Virgo, the sun, is going to be in your ninth house, which has to do with contracts, has to do with your belief system, has to do with marketing, advertising, has to do with long distance travel, dealing with other cultures. It deals with a lot of stuff, but having that kind of work with that fourth house energy, we have the Mars retrograde in the fourth house. So maybe you're trying to sell your house, maybe you're trying to buy a house, you need to move out of your house, you want somebody to move in, right? But we have this issue going on now with contracts being illuminated here. So even though Mars is retrograde as of the 9th, right? As of the 9th, understand there might be some frustration having to do with contracts right now. Now, at the same time, I do, anything like that having to do with somebody moving into your home, out of your home, you believing if you want somebody to move in or out, you believing that you want to sell, or, anything having to do with your house there. And also you're feeling safety, roots, feeling grounded, feeling secure, really getting in touch with what is your belief system surrounding that, So it's about this, you may be feeling this level of frustration in that fourth house of home. Just know that it's a thing. It's not the end of the world, but just understand that it's just probably an energy that you're going to be dealing with right now for the Capricorn archetype. And then the good news is, let's talk about the good news, is we finally have Jupiter, woohoo, finally coming out of retrograde. It's been hanging out in there since the middle of May. Finally, on the 12th, coming out of retrograde to give us those Jupiter blessings. And your Jupiter blessings is in your first house itself. So fabulous. And then we also have to think about, since Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius, where Sagittarius hanging out in your 12th house. So it's like your shadow, where the shadow is, where your wishes are being formulated. So I see you being in this very deep space right now, Capricorn, where it's like you're really formulating what it is that you really want for yourself. It was at a very spiritual level, getting very deep right now, right? I'm really getting in touch with what it is. But what I like is, like, towards the end of the month, as give Jupiter a minute or two, a couple of weeks to actually come, after going direct on the 12th, to come out of retrograde. But go go buy all new clothes, get a new hairdo, go do you, you're gonna feel this unbelievable light and this energy to just really focus on yourself in the most fabulous way. That's going to really, and it's very much being supported by what it is that you really want for yourself. So I love that energy for you. Love, love, love it. It's really good. So it's, we got a little good, a little not so good. All right. We do have some of those frustrating energies surrounding the home environment for sure. Okay, just through to November it is going to be. Okay, so let's pull a yes no question. Okay, so formulate a question in your mind that you would like an answer to. It would need to require a yes, no, or neutral question, and then I'll pull cards for clarification. So any question, Capricorn, it could have to do with a relationship, money, career, anything. Just make sure it's the same one question asked the same way in full sentence format 3 consecutive times. Asking the same question, full sentence format, the same way, 3 times. We pulled 3 cards to formulate one solid final answer. Card number 1 is the Fool. That is definitely a yes card. Card number 2, the Star. Beautiful. That's a yes card. Card number 3, the 6 of Wands. 3 yeses. 3 yeses, Capricorn, to whatever is on your heart, whatever it has to do with. We have the King of Wands and the Justice energy. I'll pull them up closer to you to show you as we go along, but let's just get the cards out. So the Fool is about taking a chance on something. This is a Uranus energy. Uranus rules the future. It's about going on a path that you've never been on before, uncharted territory, throwing caution to the wind and really taking a chance to do it, we have the King of Wands. So the King of Wands so the King is a core card. So this could be you, somebody else with just a general energetic influence. So this is something that you really feel very passionate about, very creative too, because it's Cancer and Leo. This is a Cancer and Leo energy, King of Wands. And Leo is the landlord of the 5th house of fun. It has to do with romance. It has to do with entrepreneurial efforts. It has to do with hobbies, things we love to do. It has to do with sex. It has to do with our kids. It has to do with but our creativity more than anything, right? Really feeling very, very creative. So you could be generally feeling creative, or you could be meeting someone who is very creative. But whatever it is, it's really getting your juices going here, which is beautiful in a way though, where it's not only you're going to be feeling excited and passionate about kind of getting involved with this person or this situation, but whatever it is, it's going to bring you safety and security, right? Because it's Cancer in there, and Cancer is that 4th house of home, that metaphorical home space. So it's really nice. And then we have the Justice energy. So the Justice is the Libra energy, which is the 7th house. So this is ruled by Venus. This is all about partnerships. So fantastic for those of you looking to start a new business, Capricorn. Fabulous. You guys thinking about taking on a new partner, starting a new job, anything like that. Really, really good. Honestly, this is good no matter how we slice it. Relationship, whatever it is. And what I like about this though is it's the Justice and the King of Wands energy combined that's going to make you feel comfortable to take the chance. Because remember, the Justice energy, as the relationship energy, being ruled by Venus, you're asking like, is the money there? Yes. Am I going to feel really good about myself doing this? Yes. Is this person going to be able to love me? Can I love them? Yes. Is it going to be fair and equitable? Yes. So really, really good stuff. All right, now we have the Star card. This is an Aquarius energy. Aquarius is about the future. This is about this is the healing energy, first of all, right? The blessing of the 7 sisters in the sky brings healing. Healing of emotions. Healing so that things can be moved forward into the future. A decision needs to be made here, though, Capricorn. The decision to forgive. The decision to heal, right? To heal yourself. Even if you're just having too hard a time coming to terms with something that happened in your life. This is making a decision where you're going to say, you know what? It's really time I heal myself in this area, whatever area it's in that for that relationship, whatever it is. It's time to heal. It was beautiful. 2 of Swords. Being at cross purposes with yourself. 2 of Swords is a Moon and Libra energy. Moon, as I feel, Libra has to do with that 7th house of partnership. So, you may be like, I don't know if I should do this. I don't know if I should be with this person. I don't know. I don't know if I should give that relationship a chance. I don't know if I should return to that person. I don't know if I should stay in business with this person. So much has happened in the past. I'm just not sure. Because this is the thing. You're at cross purposes in the 8 of Swords energy. And the 8 of Swords is a very self-imprisoned type of energy in that, in a very mental way, you feel like you just don't belong in something anymore. It stopped working for you. And it stopped working for you not solely because of you, but it's like the paradigm or the dynamic within that relationship or within that job or within that family connection changed, where you started to feel like you didn't belong. You just started to feel left out, different, made to feel different in one way or another. So when we have that, we're humans, right? When we feel like, oh, I'm feeling uncomfortable in this situation. I'm feeling like, maybe their feelings are changing, or maybe my feelings are changing, or maybe we're both changing a little bit. I don't know what to do. But then there's going to be healing here, though. There's going to be healing. Now, what is the healing going to do? The healing incites healing so that there's no more bitterness, hatred, whatever anymore. So how that rolls out is going to depend on your situation. I'm not saying reconciliation, I'm saying healing. So will you reconcile? Probably some of you will. If it has to do with relationship, will some of you guys figure your stuff out in business? Probably. If you're able to come to terms in that star energy, makes sense. Others of you might be like, I forgive you. I forgive myself. Let's all forgive each other. We did the best we knew how in the moment, but things are just different now and it's time to move on into a new job, into a new relationship, or at least out of this situation. Obviously, it's going to resonate differently with each of you. And we have the Six of Wands, which is about success. This is success and respect, which is fabulous. I'm clarifying this. We have the Five of Cups, the Lovers. Woohoo! Okay. Five of Cups is feeling very disappointed and disillusioned in something, feeling super challenged with this transition, because this is Mars and Scorpio. And Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, which is about transformation. So it's being very focused on the lack of something and the disappointed. It's focusing on the disappointment of that relationship not working out, that business opportunity not working out, something not working out, and being really, really focused on that. But then we have the Lover's energy, and the Lover's energy is the need to make a decision. So the decision needs to be made. If you're here with relationship on your heart, you need to make a decision about that relationship. And that decision needs to be, can I work this out with this person? And are they on the same page as me? Because if they're not, you guys aren't going to be able to do it. If you're both on the same page, it's beautiful. Archangel Raphael and the luminary of the sun blesses this. It's lovely, but you both have to be on the same page. If they're not, it's not going to work. But I'm getting that they will be. You know, I'm getting that they will be. Otherwise, this would have came out reversed. We have no reversals here, and I read reversals. You guys know that. So, and we have the Five of Cups. So here, there's a lot of disappointment, but then we're like, okay, we need to have a conversation. We have some messy fissures and fractures in the foundation of this relationship, of this family connection, of this business, whatever it is. So we need to look at it. We need to understand that we've been through so much. It's the Six of Wands energy, right? I mean, in the traditional Rider-Waite, it's the soldier that comes back from saving the town. And everybody's like, go you, you're fabulous. Yay. It's all about success, right? But he knows what he's been through. He's been through a lot. He's been through the war, right? And there's disappointment. But then there is, all right, let's try to work this out. Let's try to figure this out. So that is what I have here for this portion of the reading for my Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus friends. Let's move it on. Let's pull for Lenormand. Now, this can piggyback on this message or can be different. It depends. Messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Capricorn brothers and sisters who need some messages, please, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you. The Well. Guys, remember the Lenormand works differently than the tarot. We have mice. It's a different system. We have the Venus woman. We have the tree. We have the cross. And we have the anchor. Wow. Wow, strong cards. Like it. I like it. Something needs to be looked at more deeply. Did I get this for you guys last time? I feel like I might have. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I can't remember everyone. But the well energy is about, oh man, you're looking at like 88, maybe even 90% deep down into a situation that needs to be thought about, really thought about, something you really need to be thinking about right now that you're moving into, but you're not seeing the whole picture. But the thing is, once you see the whole picture and you're willing to put in the work, which you will be because you guys rule the 10th house of work, so you're going to be totally willing to put the work in. Beautiful. You're going to get exactly what it is that you want, but there's something you need to see. Capricorn, there's something you're not seeing. It's gnawing at you. You got the mice. It's gnawing at you. And you can't ignore it, kind of thing. You know. Now, for some of you, I'm going to say straight up, for some of you, what you're not seeing is that somebody might be ciphering some money away from you. This is a very specific message, but those of you in business, you want to be very, very careful. You want to be very careful because we do have the cross here, and the cross is needing to bear the brunt of somebody else's actions. So like somebody does something, it's like it's a Christ consciousness card, right? So Christ is like, What did Christ do? Christ, you know, to absolve us from our sins, he carried the cross, was nailed to the cross, right? It was all about redemption, but needing to bear the burden of somebody else's negative action. So for some of you, you're going to understand it like that, where it's like there's something needs to end here. You've been needing to bear the burden of somebody else's actions, Capricorn, and it's going to end, which ending that is going to bring you the strong, grounded, anchored type of foundation that it is that you need and you deserve. You know, and then we have the tree, which is, you know, as above, so below. So it's like this very intuitive kind of energy, recognizing the importance of feeling very grounded, very rooted in something, but needing to, and you're very, look at this, for those of you who are female Capricorns, you are really looking at the fact where you're like, okay, something is not right here. I need to get in touch with my intuition and understand that there is a relationship between what I'm feeling and what's happening on the outside, and I need to honor that. And what you're going to be realizing is that somebody's been doing something that's been adversely affecting you, and it needs to end in order for you to feel grounded. Now, for some of you, it's going to be literally somebody trying to steal from you. Others of you, it could be somebody trying to steal a piece of you. Like if you're dealing with any sort of narcissistic tendency where they're breaking you down in that way. Others of you are going to understand this, that something is gnawing away at you that you can't escape anymore. You just can't. And you're really realizing, right? You're realizing very much right now that whatever it is that you're not able to see in the moment. I didn't want to say you're choosing not to see, because who chooses not to? Even though we say that, that's an expression, do we really choose not to see? No, sometimes we're not ready for it. You know, it hurts, right? Or it's painful, whatever. But until you see what it is that you need to see, this burden is going to be on your heart. But I see you coming to terms with this. Yes. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because Sagittarius is going to be in your 12th house, which is going to be shadow. You have to understand, the house is kind of, they're not so in isolation. They sort of push each other as a support, right? The doors kind of back up into each other. So we have this 12th house energy backing up into this Jupiter, which is in your first house, which is where the gifts are going to be coming, in your house of self. So I love this because the 12th house is all about digging deep. It is going deep, right? And really thinking about what it is that you want, need, and desire, what you're going to allow, what you're not going to allow. It's also a very, like I said before, intuitive space, because if somebody is doing something that's not hitting you right, you're not going to be able to ignore it anymore. Whether it's that they're doing some sort of gaslighting, manipulation nonsense, well, good luck doing that to a Capricorn. But I mean, you know, doing that depends what else you have in your chart, right? Everybody can be open to that at some point. But that could be, you know, trying to steal a piece of you. You're going to see through it. You're going to realize if somebody's trying to take something from you. But it's, understand the bookends here. In order to feel this anchoring, you need to get in touch with what it is that is not very, very obvious and clear to you right now. Yeah. All right. Let's pull a past, present, challenge, and future. Final outcome. Okay, past. 10 of Wands. Yeah, ended something. You ended something. 7 of Cups. Right now you're confused about something. You think you know, but you're not sure. 7 of Cups. I know what's in 5 of the Cups. I don't know what's in 2. But the silly thing is with this is, why I say it's silly. Well, it's Venus and Scorpio. Scorpio is all about transformation, right? So these changes are going to be going on for you, and you're going to have all of these opportunities, and everything might look good, but you have to be super careful of the red flags and not wearing rose-colored glasses. And I know no one wants to hear that about themselves, but it's just the energy right now, right? And particularly with the 7 of Cups energy. Yes, okay, you're having a challenge, feeling grounded, but we got the Wheel of Fortune in the near future, so something is very destiny-driven for you, Capricorn. This is all about destiny for you right now. We have the Page of Cups clarifying the 10 of Wands. This wants to pop out. 7 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles right now. So 5 of Pentacles, for those of you in relationship, this can be sometimes consider this almost like a bereavement energy, you know, like when a relationship is over and you're just like broken and you're just so hurt and you feel disconnected and you don't feel, you know what I mean? Feeling in that. And also for a lot of people, it could be like, if you lived with the person, your living conditions like on an economic, from an economic perspective has changed, and you just feel very disconnected and in a bad space, a space of lack. It's a space of lack. All right. So yeah, I mean, but coming into this, we have the Page of Cups and the Ten of Wands. So I do feel like, you know, you really needed to put the wands down. You needed to change something, Capricorn, in the past in order to start something new. You know, the Page of Wands just means that it became way too difficult, the Ten of Wands, you know. Yeah, it's a Saturn in Sagittarius, and Saturn is about restriction and delay and just challenge. It's about challenge, you know. But it's still a minor arcana. And a lot of times this happens in a long-term relationship if the couple is just too busy and focused on the wrong things and not enough on the relationship. A lot of times that can happen. But it's also the multitasker energy where, like, let's say you're working a lot of hours at a job and you want to look for another job, but you can't because it's time consuming to actually look for a job, but you're working too many hours at your other job. So it's kind of like a catch-22 kind of situation, or like, you know, maybe you were in a space where you knew you needed to leave the relationship, but there were so many other things going on. Well, you knew you needed to end the business partnership or whatever it was, but you were just so busy doing other things, or you felt very shackled mentally, right? And very weighed down. But regardless, this is the end of a cycle, so that there could be this new beginning. But yet right now you're in this space where it's like, okay, I'm feeling the transformation. I really don't know what it all means, but I do know one thing. I'm feeling a sense of lack. And this is a very emotional energy, very psychological. You know, where we tend to feel more lack and less support than is actually really available to us, because maybe it's not. We could have a bunch of people wanting to support us, but like, for example, like if the relationship is over and your friends and family want to support you, that's awesome, but they're not that person. Or if you lost your job and everybody like rallies around you when they want to support you and everything, that's awesome, but you still don't have a job, kind of thing, right? That's what I'm trying to say there. And then as far as the challenge goes, we have the Eight of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, I mean, the Eight of Wands, the challenge here is the Eight of Wands is a message coming in, a positive message about to incite something that's going to require you to move quickly. It's a fast-moving energy, move quickly. It's like waiting for good news to come in about a job, about a relationship, about a house offer, about, you know, anything that you might be waiting for, good news. The challenge is in it coming in. Now, the Seven of Pentacles is a new cycle, particularly with work, right? Because it's Saturn and Taurus, so it's definitely like a work energy. So getting this could be, you know, that phone call about that job, about that project, about whatever it is. Feeling very challenged, and again, this is a strong foundation energy as well, the Eight of Wands. It's about good news coming in, but it's all to incite a strong foundation, right? And it's moving into this newness. Because Seven of Pentacles is very new energy. It's the Four of the World, Three of the Trinity. It's where heaven and earth meet to incite a brand new cycle. And it's about, and Saturn's in there, but Saturn brings us the biggest blessings over any other energy, really, after we are willing to put in the work. So it's good. It's like new opportunity is the Seven of Pentacles. So waiting for that phone call from that significant other, waiting for things to get better in the marriage, waiting for things again, job offer to come in, however you would connect it to your situation, but something positive coming in that would incite this new cycle. And then it not coming in right now, that's the challenge, right? But the outcome is the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Cups. So good stuff, Capricorn. Wheel of Fortune with career is beautiful. I mean, it's just things lining up very synchronistically in a way that makes sense, and it does indicate good fortune, but through hard work. as far as a relationship goes. If this is a brand new relationship, but going really well. If this is a reconnection to a relationship, the little caveat here is if that relationship was really good the last time around, it will be really good this time around. Jupiter will bless it. If it becomes a situation where you're trying too hard to make the relationship work, where it's very imbalanced, it's not going to be blessed. Jupiter's not going to allow it to stay in your path because it's not meant for you. Okay, but then we have the Two of Cups, and the Two of Cups is a Venus and Cancer energy. So Venus, again, is about love and feeling valued, right? It's about value, feeling value, being heard, feeling loved, feeling connected, and and it's beautiful. And the cups are all about, emotions, but when we have it in Cancer, Cancer's about grounded, home, safe. So we have these energies. Doesn't mean you're going to be moving in with somebody right away. I mean, it means that you're at a point in the connection where you guys are equally willing to work toward a strong foundation in that partnership, in that relationship, in that business endeavor, whatever it is, whatever you're heading into is making the commitment to put the work in. So I do like that. I see a lot of healing here, lots of conversations, sort of a lot of epiphanies, realizing something that's, for some of you, it's just going to be something that's bothering you, that you need addressing. Others of you, you're going to be realizing things that need addressing in a business partnership, anything like that. For those of you who are in a love space, let's pull a couple of love oracles. And then I'll let you guys go. I know everybody complains that my videos are long. I'm sorry. I have to do me. I can't end it until I feel like happy with the messages. And then I feel like I gave. God, I don't know. Thank you for those of you who hang with me. I so appreciate it. I really do. First card. You've been in my dreams. I am too self-absorbed to be who and what you need. Ooh. I am too self-absorbed to be who and what you need. Okay. You are my red thread, Capricorn. All right, those of you who are brand spank new to my channel, never heard the red thread, if you don't know it, I know twin flames, soulmate, all of that stuff flies around in this community a lot. Somebody I trained with many years ago when I was in massage therapy school and I was studying herbalism as like a post-grad kind of thing. His name was Dr. Jeffrey Ewan from China. He was my shaman and he was amazing, and he taught me the red thread story. You can look it up. It's very cool. The idea here is that when we're born, we have an invisible red thread that's tied to our ankle, and then it's tied to somebody else's ankle, and that's who we're destined to be with. And it's kind of like a soulmate energy, except we meet that soulmate, we go through all of those horrible lessons with them, but then we figure it out in this lifetime and we work it out. And that's the red thread energy. So we're dealing with the red thread energy. And I have to tell you, I do not get that one very often. So very cool. We have the dragonfly, be lighthearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. The phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. Hammer, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. Yeah, but the idea with hammer also can be potential sabotage. So I think it needs addressing that I am too self-absorbed to be who and what you need. So just be a little careful of that, I would say, right? That's what I would say, is to just, because you know what, that can be fixed. Unless they have narcissistic personality disorder, then they can't be. And then that's just the way it is. But I mean, if it's somebody who is, why are they so self-absorbed? Is it that they're they're worried about money? Are they vulnerable? Are they insecure about something? What's the story? So we have Nine of Cups. Let's pull some tarot. Princess of Cups. Got all this cup energy. We have wish fulfillment. We have the offering of emotions, and we have leaving the toxicity behind to get on that chariot, which is going towards that metaphorical home space. It's chariot is connected to Cancer. Cancer is the 4th house of home, roots, grounded, love, family, all of that. So let's pull an astro card to see what part of your chart you should be tapping into to help you out this week through these energies. Capricorn, friends. Opposition, balance, relate, mirror, interact, confront, make conscious, manifest, discipline. Calling out. Somebody needs to be called out. Somebody needs to be called out. Opposition, don't be too tripped up by that. I mean, our whole chart is an opposition. It's about balancing, really, right? In astrology, when we have an opposition, it's about the need to balance, the two energies needing to balance. It's about tempering, right? Those two energies, having the conversation, right? Okay. That is what I have for you, my friends. I hope this was helpful in some way. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.